Hey folks, you found music for fun and health, and I'm your host, Doug. So tonight on the show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to an earlier format of mine where I introduce you guys to a new instrument, and then what I do is I practice on this new instrument for a week or so and see if I can get a little bit better on it. So tonight I've got an instrument that has been lent to me by a friend of mine. His name is Jeff. He is an Irish fellow. He has been over here for several years. He's a friend of mine from the fire department. So he has lent me an Irish instrument because I have fallen in love with Irish and Celtic music. I've been watching one of these instruments for a long time, but they're quite expensive to buy. So apparently, every Irish household has to have one of these hanging on the wall. So he lent me this for a bit, and I'll see what I can do with it. So it's called a BOW-rahn. Now, it isn't spelt like that. That is apparently how you pronounce it in the Irish language. I don't claim to have an Irish accent at all. But anyways, let's take a look at it. So, it's typical BOW-rahn. What you can see, obviously, is it's a drum, percussion instrument. And, you know, I haven't played a lot of percussion. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do with this one. It's a very interesting instrument. I tried to look up the history of it tonight to tell you a little bit about it. And there's a lot of different versions of how this instrument came to be. I'll tell you about a couple of them. One of them actually says that it wasn't an instrument at all to start with. It was tray, and it was used for dyeing wool. It's one theory of how it came about. The other one says that it goes back about 3,000 years. So before Christianity, it was used as in part of a shamanic ritual. Of course, with the, you know. There's yet another one says that it comes over from North African, and that they used it more as a drum. But whatever version you believe, it is an interesting instrument. It is known now as the heartbeat of Irish music. Now, interestingly enough, it hasn't been that many years that this has been used in Irish music. About the 60s, these became popular in Irish music, so which makes it probably just about as old as I am. Yeah, so I'll take a look at it, show you a bit, and let's listen to it a bit. So what it's made up of is this is the handle that your hand hold here. The way that I've looked on YouTube on how to hold it. So my hand will go inside of it, okay, and sort of be right up against the skin, kind of like that, okay. And then the hoop part of it actually sits on my knee and gets tucked up here under the armpit a little bit. What that does is it kind of dulls the sound. So instead of like the Native American drums, be like that. So the BOW-rahn, the sound is more muted. It's like very interesting instrument. So what I have found out so far about Irish music, there's a lot of different pattern dances that they do in Ireland, and each of the pattern dances actually has its own rhythm, its own time signature. Now, time signature, for those that haven't taken any music theory, I'll try to dust off some of mine. Some of the dances in Ireland are played in what's called a 4/4 time. So there are 4 beats to each bar. Now, just basically, it'll sound more like this. And this is how you count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, some of the other ones, and I get mixed up between the jigs and the reels, but some of them are in a 6/8 time. So a 6/8 time would be more like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very basically, that's how I've been taught to play the BOW-rahn. And I'll see if I can take it a little bit further within the week here. But yeah, that's basically what we got here, and the positioning that they can tell you. This is what they strike it with, and it's called a tipper. Some people call it a tipper, some people just call it a stick. Proper way to hold it is more like a pencil. So you're about 2/3 of the way down. You hold it like a pencil, and then you turn it towards yourself. So you're pointing at, and then you come close to the drum, and you're hitting the drum. Actually, you're using your wrist a lot with this instrument, and you hit it at about a 45-degree angle. So yeah, it's boy, the guys that play it professionally, and maybe I'll drop a few examples in the description if you want to hear how it's supposed to be played. But boy, they get fast. So yeah, it's just incredible how fast some of them can go. Anyways, I'm setting out very slow, and we'll see what we can do in a week. See if I can get a little faster on it. Maybe I'll play along with some Irish or Celtic music by the end of the week. So yeah, so that's the BOW-rahn, and that's my show for tonight. I would like you to, before you guys leave, I'd like you to check out some of my earlier work. I tell you what I'm doing if you haven't been following this channel. I'm really trying to do a couple of things. The first one is to learn some new instruments that I've never played before, and that's kind of keeping my brain active. They say that, you know, you can maybe ward off a little bit of a dementia or Alzheimer's if you keep your brain active. So that's one of the reasons. The next reason is just to kind of inspire anyone who, you know, who's not a professional musician to just pick up an instrument. Music for me is so healing. It just, the sound of music just sort of takes me away, and it takes all my problems away with it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get that out there and share. Anyone can pick this thing up, any kind of instrument. Doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. Yeah, just pick up an instrument, give it a go. It doesn't matter if you're good or if you're bad. You know, I've got a little bit of music history behind me, but you know, I'm not great with any of these instruments. I just enjoy music, and that's what I'm trying to get out to people. So make sure you go on my YouTube page channel, which is called Music for Fun and Health. I'd like you guys to subscribe right away, and maybe even hit the little bell icon. What that does is whenever I put out new music, it'll let you know that I've put it out. And yeah, just take a look at some of the stuff I've done. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up. You know, share it to whoever you want to share it to. Just maybe make their day, give them a little laugh. Yeah, whatever. And yeah, give me a quick comment. Tell me how I'm doing, or what do you want me to try next, or things like that. Just so I know that somebody's out there and actually watching all this stuff. Yeah, so that's my story for tonight. I'll see you guys in a week or so. See if I get any better on the BOW-rahn. And until then, you guys, you know how I always finish the show up. Keep smiling. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again. Bye now.